Okay, we're going to have a look at metric and imperial units. Now these you'll have to learn off. So the first one is do the distance. 1 mile is, I remember, as 4 laps of the track. So 4 times 400 meters, 1.6 kilometers. Next one you need to remember is a ruler. 1 ruler is 30 centimeters, which is the same as 1 foot. And 1 foot is 12 inches. 1 inch is about 2.5 centimeters. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. And pounds is abbreviated by LBS. 1 ounce, and the abbreviation of that is OZ, is 25 grams. 1 litre is 1.75 pints. And 4.5 litres is 1 gallon. Now those would have to be learnt off, unfortunately. So we're going to do a few examples on these. Example 1. Put 2.5 kilos into pounds. So if you look up there, 1 kilo is 2.2 pounds, 2.5 kilos is 2.5 times 2.2, 5.5 pounds. Second example, 5 gallons into litres. So 1 gallon is 4.5, so 5 gallons times it by 4.5 gives you 22.5 litres. Example 3, 100 miles into kilometres. So from the top there, 1 mile is 1.6 kilometres, so 100 miles is 160 kilometres. Example 4, 14 litres going into pints. 1 litre is 1.75, so 14 times 1.75, so 14 times 1.75 gives you 24.5 pints. Now, the work you're going to be doing is chapter 48. Half of it is in your booklet, the other half you have to do from the screen because it didn't photocopy right. I'll just go through this. What is the metric units of length? So metric length, meters, centimeters. Sorry, I should state metric is the new measurement and imperial is the old. Maybe I should take a few notes on that. So metric, imperial. Length, centimeters, meters, kilometers, millimeters, imperial. Inch, feet, yards, miles. Your weight, milligrams, grams, kilograms, and ton with NES. Over here, it's ounces, pounds, stone, and ton, but just TONS. And capacity. Over here, milliliters, centiliters, litres. On this side, pints and gallons. So that should help to go back to this sheet here. Imperial length, yards and inches. Metric mass, mass is just weight. Metric, so it's grams and tons. Imperial mass, stones and pounds. Metric capacity, that's your liquid. So metric, litres and milliliters. Write down the imperial capacity. Imperial is pints and gallons. From the list of metric units, length of a bungalow, meters. Capacity of a bottle of shampoo be milliliters or centiliters. Milliliters. Height of a bumblebee would be millimeters. Mass of a television would be kilograms. Mass of a grape would be milligrams or grams, we'll put in grams. The capacity of a large bucket would be litres. Imperial units. The distance would be miles. Volume of water in a swimming pool would be gallons. The capacity of an oil drum would be, it could be pints or gallons. Go for gallons. Mass of a roast beef would be pounds. Length of a supermarket would be yards, that's like meters. And the mass of a large dog would be stone. Okay, so we're now going to work through the second half of this. I don't have this printed off, so we have to use it on the screen. But it's question 9a. 1 mile is 1.6 kilometres. Part B. 2 miles, just times that by 2, 3.2 kilometres. Part C. 5 miles, 8 kilometres, just times that by 8. And part D. 8 miles, so 8 times 1.6. The calculator of this, 8 times 1.6 is 12.8 kilometres. E, 10 miles, times that by 10. And F, 25 miles, so 25 times 1.6 gives you 40 kilometres. On to part G. I'm going the other way around now. I'm going from kilometres to miles. So if you're going from kilometres to miles, the number's getting smaller, so it's going to be a division. So it's 32 divided by 1.6 to give you 20 miles. H is 90 kilometres. You divide by 1.6. So 90 divided by 1.6 gives you 56.25 miles. Part I, 72 kilometres. 72 divided by 1.6. 72 divided by 1.6 gives you 45 miles. J is 112 kilometres divided by 1.6 to give you 70 miles. K is 100 miles. So just watch the units in here. Now we're going back. It's miles to kilometres. So it's timesing this time. So you divide going that way and 1 times is going that way. So okay, 100 times 1.6, 160 kilometres. L is 75 miles, 2 kilometres. So it's a timesing one, giving you 120 kilometres. M, 64 kilometres. Now I'm going backwards, so it's division by 1.6. 64 divided by 1.6 gives me 40 miles. N is kilometres, so I'm going backwards, divide by 1.6. So 150 divided by 1.6 gives me 93.75 miles. O, now I'm going miles up to kilometres, so it's a timesing one. 250 times 1.6, giving me 400 kilometres. P, 200 kilometres, so I'm going kilometres to miles, so the number's getting smaller, so it's division. 200 divided by 1.6 is 125 miles. Q is 0.5 miles, so it's the miles, the number gets bigger, so it's times 0.8 kilometres. And R, kilometre to miles, it's getting smaller, so it's division. And it's 0.625 miles. The next one, number 10, is to do with the weight. And the conversion of the weight is 1 kilogram gives you 2.2 pounds. Well, that was part A. Part B is 2 kilograms, so it's 4.4 pounds. Part C, 5 kilograms, 11 pounds. Part D, 20 kilograms, 44 pounds. Part E, 11 pounds. So I'm going from pounds, so I'm going back the way, it's a division. Up the way is multiplication because the number's getting bigger. So it's 11 divided by 2.2, which is 5 kilos. F, 88 pounds. So it's going back the way, so it's a division. 40 kilos. G is 220 pounds going back the way, so it's a division. 100 kilos. H, 99 pounds. Again, I'm going back the way, so it's a division. 45 kilos. I, 70 kilos to pounds. So kilos to pounds, 70 times 2.2. We'll just stop it after this one because it's very repetitive. 154 pounds. We'll just go on to question 11 because they are very repetitive. You're told that 1 gallon is 4.5 litres and you want to work out 6 gallons. So gallons up to litres, you're timesing it. So it's 6 times 4.5. 6 times 4.5 is 27 litres. Question 12. You're told that 1 inch is 2.5 centimetres and you want to work out 4 inches. So times it by 2.5 to give you 10 centimetres. Question 13. You have got 1 ounce is 25 grams and you want 60 grams. So the number's getting smaller, so you divide. So it's 60 divided by 25. 60 divided by 25 gives you 2.4 ounces. Question 14. You've got miles. Now the length is 1 mile is 1.6 kilometres. You've got 100 miles. So you're going up the way, times it. So 160. Question 15. You've got 40 miles and you want that into kilometres. Now the length miles to kilometres is going up, so you just times it. 40 times 1.6, giving you 64 kilometres. And that will do us for this because it's pretty much repetitive. Basically, the number's getting bigger. If you're going from 1 up, you multiply. If you're going from the number down to 1, you divide.